In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make Andy Warhol pop art effect with Photoshop. So the first thing to do is to open a portrait image with Photoshop. We're going to File and hit Open, and then browse to the image. I'm going to use this Harry Potter image. So the next step is to convert from this color image into black and white image. So we go to the top menu and hit Image, and from the Adjustments, the sub-menu, we choose Black and White option. And now we hit OK to confirm the conversion. So the next step is to add colors to this black and white image. But we're not going to paint directly over this image, but we're going to add a layer over this image and paint over the layer. Well, I will explain why we are doing this later. Okay, not now. So we're going to create a layer. Well, the layer button is at the very top of the right side, left to the trash bin. It's here. So it looks like a page. So when I mouse over it, you should be able to see text showing about this function. Well, it's not working now. Okay, I just click on it. Okay, it shows up. Create a new layer. Okay, my layer has been created. As you can see, it's on top of the original image. Well, the original image is called background here, and layer 1. Well, layer 1 is transparent. Okay, and that's why you can see it here, but it's not visible from the image. That's okay, and now we're going to add colors. So I have decided to use 3 colors, one for the area of the hair, and one for the background, and one for his jacket. So for his hair, I'm going to choose the color of orange. So there are 2 ways to select color. One is to use this panel. We need to use the slide bar for individual colors, which is not so convenient to use, so I'm going to use the swatches. Okay, for his hair, I'm going to use orange color. So as you can see, the color has been selected, and now I'm going to pick up a brush. So I select the brush tool, and I need to check up the property of my brush. So on the top, you can see this brush tool has been selected, and well, this menu shows me the property of the brush tip. So at the bottom is the shape of the brush tip. I'm going to use this one, which gives me a clear edge, and the hardness should be 100%, that's fine. And now the size slide bar is to make the brush smaller or bigger, whereas a small brush is for narrow areas, and of course the bigger brush is for, okay, this is a big brush, it's very big. It's for big areas. And for his hair, I think this size is, oh, okay, I've made a mistake. So to correct my mistake, I simply go to Edit and go to Undo Brush Tool, or you can use the Eraser tool as well. So I have missed out one step. I have my layer, but now I need to change the property of my layer. So to do that, you see it shows up normal here. I click on the triangles next to it, and we get a menu. So from this menu, we're going to change from normal to multiply. So my layer should be multiply layer. And now let's continue with the hair. Okay, now you can see, well, the color is transparent somehow, and that's the effect we want to have. Okay, now we're going to smaller areas. I need a smaller brush. Well, I would not pay too much attention to the details because this is Andy Warhol. Okay, I want to erase the color on the background here. So what can I do? I'm going to use the eraser tool. Erase the color. Okay, so next we're going to the background. I'm going to use blue. And I'll switch to a bigger brush. Oh, I'm still with my eraser. I need to switch to brush and a big brush. So this could be done very quickly. When I go close to the edge, I just need to move my mouse slowly. And I'm satisfied with the end effect. It's okay, not perfect, but fine. Okay, now I'm going to use a smaller brush to fill in the space. Well, if you have made a mistake, for example, I have gone too far here and I need to erase the blue color, of course I'm going to use the eraser. But have you seen the color has been erased, but the face is untouched? Well, that's the reason why I'm not painting over the original image, but on a layer. If I need to erase some color, I can just erase the color, and I'm not erasing any details from the image. Well, the hair is still there, although I'm using my eraser running through the hair. So that's the reason for the layer. Okay, so we have finished with the background, and the last one is for the jacket. I'm using yellow. I'm going to ignore the black part because yellow over black still shows black. Doesn't make sense. Okay, I've finished. The next step is to merge the layer to the background. So I'm going to layer and choose merge down. And as you can see from here, now the layer is combined with the background image. So next step is to generate a new canvas which can hold 4 images, which are copies of this image. Okay, so first we're going to make a copy of this image. Going to select the whole area with this selection tool, and then I'm going to use Control C, or on Mac is Command C, to copy the image, and then I'm going to File and New to create a new canvas. So by default, the width and height of this new file is matching the size of my selection here, but that's not enough for us because we need the canvas to hold 4 images, which means both of the width and height should be doubled. So for width, it should be 708, and for height, it should be 928, and hit OK. Well, this is my new canvas. Well, you can see the size shows up here is not so big as 4 times of this image. That's because, as you can see, the display is only 66.7%, whereas the original image shows as 100%. Okay, we have copied the image, so we just need to paste over. We use Ctrl V or Command V, and then we use this move tool to align the image here. Okay, and then we hit the Alt and keep pressing the key, and then drag the image over and keep on dragging to fill in all the spaces. And now we have 4 copies of the same image. The next step is to change colors of those images. As you can see from the right side, again, we have 4 individual layers, each layer for 1 image. For each layer, there is a eye icon on the left side. You can click on that to show and hide the layer. So layer 1 is this image. Okay, we're going to change the color of this image. So keep layer 1 selected and go to image, and from the adjustments we go to hue and saturation, and from there we need to change the hue. As you can see, the colors for the hair, jacket, and background are changing independently to each other, which looks interesting, right? Okay, so I'm staying with this color combination and hit OK to confirm the change. Okay, I'm going to keep this image with this color. I'm not going to touch it. So I'm continue with this one, which is copy 2. So select copy 2 and go to image, adjustments, and hue and saturation. And again, we're going to change the hue value. Okay, so I'll keep the change. Hit OK to confirm. So the last one, which is copy 3. Select copy 3 and image, adjustments, hue and saturation. As you can see, we are doing the same thing for all of the 3 copies. So I'm going to keep with the pink background color. Okay, and now we have finished. The final step is to save the image. So we go to File and go to Save As. And from here you can see the default format is PSD, which is Photoshop project. If you want to go back to this project and make changes, you can save a copy of this project. Otherwise, you just change the format to an image format, and we're going to name this image Harry Potter Warhol and click Save. And now a window pops up asking me to input some values for image options, quality, and stuff like that. Well, I'll not change anything here, so I just hit OK. And my image has been saved. So when I go to I think I have saved it to downloads. Okay, Harry Potter Warhol. This is my image.